Hello guys, I am Tarun, your guide and mentor from EduPro. And if you watch our videos, I am sure you are already aware of that. So, before getting started with our video, let me just brief you about us, that is EduPro. EduPro is one of the leading platforms in India which helps students aspiring to study abroad to reach their goals. We have highly skilled study abroad experts who give counseling to these students. We have sent innumerable students in many countries across the globe such as Canada, the USA, the UK, Australia, Lithuania, Ireland and so on. We have helped countless students to fly higher in the sky and achieve their dreams much sooner than they expected. Check out our Instagram handle and go through our website in order to know more about us. Now, without waiting any further, let's get started. See, while you endeavor to get a Canada student visa and explore details regarding that, then you come across the terms SDS and non-SDS oftentimes. Let's understand the meaning of these terms and how they are relevant in order to obtain a Canada student visa. SDS and non-SDS categories are most important classification when talking about the Canadian student visa application. Now, let me just quickly give you an overview of our today's video. In this video, firstly we'll discuss what is SDS and non-SDS categories of the Canadian student visa application process. Then we'll discuss which category you must consider and why. The reasons also. Next, we'll discuss what are the approximate document requirements of these two categories. These two categories means SDS and non-SDS categories. And lastly, we will talk about how to apply in the SDS and non-SDS categories as per your eligibility and requirement. So, let's begin to understand the SDS and the non-SDS categories in extra detail. Let's talk about the SDS category first. What does SDS stand for? Student Direct Stream, also abbreviated as SDS, was previously known as the Student Partner Program or SPP. It was basically initiated by the Canadian immigration authorities to help students realize their dreams and aim of studying at the top-ranked universities in Canada. Under this process, the Canadian study visa gets completed swiftly and effectively. Always remember that you can only submit your application from under the SDS category in the online mode. So it's only the online mode which is available. In this case, the student must meet certain requirements as set by the IRCC to be eligible for the SDS category. Now let's discuss about the non-SDS category. The latter is the non-SDS category, which stands for the non-student direct stream. It's a general category to apply for a visa application in Canada. This category is particularly helpful only for those students who are unable to obtain a student visa in Canada through the SDS category because they were not able to meet the SDS requirements. Please remember that only some countries are eligible for SDS, and luckily, and you can say fortunately, India is also one of them. Non-SDS, non-SDS on the other hand is a visa application process for a temporary stay in Canada and is applicable to all international students regardless of their country of origin who wish to study, work in Canada or for other purposes. I hope you would have understood the basic difference between these two categories of the Canadian visa application process. Now, we'll move our discussion to which category among the SDS and the non-SDS you must consider, and why. Let's discuss this. Well, you must consider choosing the SDS category over the non-SDS category because of the following reasons. Let me just discuss these reasons now. The first one is less documentation. Applicants need to submit a lot of documents to prove their financial eligibility when applying under the SDS approach, whereas in the non-SDS category, you are required to submit ample shreds of documents in order to prove your financial stability in front of the visa officer. So this might be our first reason. Now after this, swift, smooth and hassle-free processing. This is the second one. When you apply under the SDS category, then your application will be processed very smoothly and swiftly, and it will take around 45 days to complete the process and grant you the student visa. Whereas when it comes to the non-SDS category, it may take too long to get your application processed, and it's not only the processing, the approval also. So it may take too long to get your application processed and approved. After this, the next reason is better success rate. The SDS process is more efficient than the non-SDS process. This program is suitable for the students who meet the requirements of the SDS program. This program is perfect for students who want a Canadian student visa and want to easily fulfill their desire or their dreams to study in Canada without spending too much time and effort. After this, there is no ground left as per my knowledge, and I hope I helped you in understanding how much beneficial is to choose the SDS category over the non-SDS to obtain a Canadian student visa. But if you are not eligible for the SDS approach, then don't worry, you can still apply under the non-SDS category and get your application accepted. But for that, you will have to wait a little longer. Now, moving forward, let's talk about the approximate documents that are required to submit to become eligible for the SDS category. Now here, the first is the academic records, including a copy of the 12th grade report card. This is the first document required. Means let's just discuss the list of documents, right? So this, and after this, applicants must have received a minimum of 60% in their undergraduate courses, courses, whatever you call it. Advanced diploma, undergraduate degree. To attend postgraduate studies, applicants must hold at least 60% or above. After this, a well-written statement of purpose is required. Excuse me. Along with this, IELTS score of at least 6.0 for undergraduation and 6.5 for post-graduation. Letter of acceptance, you may call it LOA, from institutions that are part of the SDS program under DLI, and guaranteed investment certificate, which is abbreviated as GIC, to meet living expenses. Along with this, photographs in digital format, evidence of prior work experience if any, 1 year or 2 year semester tuition fees receipt in advance, evidence of required medical testing. So these documents are required. Let's talk over the approximate documents that are required to submit to become eligible for the non-SDS category now. So, as in the SDS category, academic records including a copy of 12th grade report card. Applicants must have received a minimum of 55% in their undergraduate courses. Advanced diploma, undergraduate degree. To undertake postgraduate degrees, applicant must have reported at least 50% or above. IELTS scores at least 5.5 for undergraduates, or it's 6.0 for postgraduates are required. Then, as in the SDS category, evidence of prior work experience and pay slips for the previous 3 months is required, if any. Financial proof such as bank savings, student loans, and investments is required. A lot of documents. Documents from candidates or the sponsors' income tax returns, 2 years ITR, CA evaluation letter, bank balance certificate, etc. Proof of enough liquid funds with you, letter of acceptance from any of the Canadian DLI to which you have taken admission, and evidence of required medical testing. Under the non-SDS approach, you need to submit your tuition fees in advance. You only need to submit your LOA, that is letter of acceptance, to get your visa application approved. Make sure to prove yourself financially strong enough to that. You can obtain your Canadian student visa under the non-SDS category from the visa officer. Only after getting convinced of your financial stability, the visa officer can grant you the Canadian student visa. Not only these, but there are many more additional documents that you need to submit in. So a heap of documents are required to be submitted. Both SDS and non-SDS categories documents that I mentioned to you that you must submit are just approximate and limited ones. But in case of new updates and more information, you can check on the official website of the IRCC, which is Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. Last but not least, let's get to know how you can apply in the SDS and the non-SDS categories as per your eligibility and requirement. Now let's discuss this. First, we will discuss about the SDS category. We know perfectly that under this approach, you can get your study permit easily, quickly and smoothly. Keep in mind that there is no paper application for the student direct stream, that is SDS, and you have to apply online. Therefore, make sure to align all the documents before applying. First of all, read the instruction manuals of your application form carefully. To create digital copies of your supporting documents, you will need a scanner or a camera. Make sure you have a valid credit or the debit card to make the payments. After this, then you provide your biometrics. For this, you need to check the official website. Lastly, fill out the required information in your form and pay the biometric charges. Now, let's understand how to apply under the non-SDS category. Log into CIC. CIC means the Citizenship and the Immigration Canada, which is the Canada's official website, using your GC key user ID and password. When you must agree to all the terms and conditions and complete your identity verification, then enter your postal reference code. In case you don't have the code, you may find out if you are eligible by completing a few questions and then applying online. Then save and close the questionnaire. Once you will answer all the questions, a notification will be displayed notifying you about your eligibility. You can move on to the next phase if your eligibility is confirmed. Check all the answers 1 to 2 times before submitting your application form. Then you must examine all your required documents. In the last, submit the application form. All these things that I told you are the key aspects of SDS and non-SDS categories. I hope you have a better understanding now about the both. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Your likes cheer up our mood and motivate us to bring many informative videos for you. Kindly share it and subscribe it to our channel and click on the bell icon for watching more videos from EduFlow. I wish you all the best for your journey from India to Canada. See you again. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching.